this story has disturbed a lot of people. This mother is accused of murdering her own daughter in the pond that you see behind me. In fact, police say when they got here, there was a diaper floating on top of the water, not far from where the baby was found.
Sleep talk.
Oh, something's all wrong. Oh.
Let me talk my shit.
A 1-year-old?
Let me talk my shit.
The allegation left this mother speechless. It's hard for anyone to imagine a mother taking her own daughter's life. But that is what Sandy Springs police say 24-year-old Asia Calabrese Lewis did while here at this pond in front of the popular King and Queen office buildings in Sandy Springs. Police say it was a third party, not the 24-year-old mother, who called 911.
They live in the area. The father showed up, found her there with us, asked where the child was, and then she responded with something along the lines of at the bottom of the pool. We don't think it's accidental at this time.
An arrest warrant obtained by Fox 5 News indicates security cameras captured Calabrese Lewis walking the child towards the pond. The family lives diagonally across the street at the Bishop of... The arrest warrant says after Calabrese Lewis walked little Nirvana Oliver to the pond, they were off camera for 6 minutes. Then security cameras show the 24-year-old mom walk back into frame with no clothes on. The father was completely distraught and has not been charged.
See, a lot of us walking around here like we ain't dealing with things in our life. There's so much going on that you don't even understand.
I'm a mother. I have a 3-year-old son, and that just makes me like, it hurts in my heart. It's mental illness or something.
See, we have to hide things. These days, we scared to express ourselves. And break it down what we going through to other people because you're scared what people going to judge you and say about you. You keep things bundled in your mind, you have a nervous breakdown.
Got it?
See, we human beings. We almost like machines. Sometimes you run yourself too long, you're going to break down. Sometimes, some people times is earlier than others.
She did it with a belt, and she strangled him to death in the bed.
Those chilling details are what an emotional Montgomery County District Attorney Kevin Steele alleges Ruth Dorenzo Whitehead did to her 11-year-old son Matthew Monday night inside their Horsham home.
To think that someone is capable of taking a belt to their child's neck and strangling them it makes you sick.
Details in the criminal complaint released after the 50-year-old Montgomery County woman was charged this morning allege she told authorities she strangled Matthew as he slept alone with her while her husband stayed in another room. Her motive, according to court papers, is that Matthew had been crying that day over the family's financial difficulties, and she didn't want him growing up with those struggles, so she strangled him with her husband's belt while he was asleep. Horsham police responded to the home on Privet Drive around 7 a.m. after Dorenzo Whitehead's husband discovered his son dead in bed and his wife in her car missing. It was found about 120 miles away a short time later in New Jersey.
While the police were there, they were contacted by Cape May police where they had found the defendant's vehicle actually in the water. She was not found at that point.
You may have a breakdown at a young age.
Press police officer spotted her walking down the road in black tattered pajamas, messy hair, and looking confused as to where she was going. Court documents allege that once the officer stopped her, she told him, "I know what I did."
You can have a breakdown at an old age.
50-year-old Montgomery County woman was charged this morning.
You never know when the time in your life when you're going to have an episode. That's why I always tell people. They'll never know what another person going through. Because you never know if you might be in that situation yourself.
It makes you sick.
Because sometimes you can't control what your mind does.
She was then taken into custody without incident.
It's like things that happens. Just like when you leave out the house. 9 times out of 10, you're going to come back home and not. You never know what goes on out in them streets when you hit them.
And for the first time, this mom is sharing her pain. Her son, Lo, was a rising star in the music industry who had just moved to Miami a year ago. Police say 3 people were shot at Gala Lounge off 23rd Street and Collins Avenue. 2 women who were shot are expected to recover. You can see in this newly acquired cell phone video just how active that scene was, and no arrests have been made. Lowell has a 7-year-old son. What will they tell that child now?
He has no idea what's going on. He knows something. I wish I had the answers, but I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Shit, they always say innocent bystanders is the one that go first out of their own business.
Just a devastating outcome to that situation. Everybody wants to